How's it going, everyone? So what I just did there is kind of like a free improvisation with the intention of being very focused on what I'm doing in terms of harmonically and just the touch and overall experience. I was warming up before I made this video with some Bach, which I used to practice a lot back in my Berklee days, which really gave me a lot of harmonic melodic direction, but also just focus, because with the music of Bach, as you can see, it's a bunch of 8 notes. So the only thing that you really have is expression and harmonic expression too. I guess back in those days, they really liked to find the inner rhythms within the constant 16th notes, by the way, not 8 notes here. But the consistency of notes and just finding yourself and your expression within that, it's really beautiful. And also something about practicing Bach that kind of gives you this appreciation of, I'm not going to call it simple because it's not simple at all, but tonal kind of harmony. You know, it's in E major, this piece. I'm not going to get into it right now, but basically you can see that really gives you this appreciation of playing whatever you play. Like, you know, even if you play a scale, some open triads, really treating those as music, you know. And even also just gives me some inspiration to create stuff around some diatonic harmony, like lots of sequencing going on here, mostly diatonic, meaning within the scale. E major has 4 sharps, and I'm aware of that. I'm not really thinking about it. I'm more like recognizing the half steps and the whole step as I go through the key. And then I'm creating with my awareness of that key. So if I'm in E major, that can be maybe just my 1st degree and then my 7th degree diminished, right? And the minor, and I can play those. And then maybe create some movement. like an expression that is both diatonic and sequential. So, you know, people ask me how I improvise some free stuff. Sometimes I improvise very freely and I just upload it, right? I always kind of have an intention that is hard to describe in words. It's funny, I teach a lot, so I find myself in between the worlds of explaining, but also trying to put myself in a place where I'm into the unexplainable, which could probably also be analyzed and explained. But the creative process is something that is happening with another brain, right? I'm sure some kind of like neuroscientific, whatever, someone can explain that better than me, but basically you practice stuff and then they become kind of like automatic, or you get the sense of them, and then you just start creating with your new discoveries and intuition. Sometimes it's even stuff that I've been practicing for years, and I'm kind of hoping that they will feel natural, and after a few years they become kind of natural, if that makes sense. It can be just like, for years I remember I tried back in the days to discover more about the melodic minor tonalities and soundscapes, and how they combine, through jazz and bebop. And for a very long time I didn't really have my natural kind of capabilities within that. And after a while, they just kind of showed up with consistency. So, you know, with anything you practice, if you practice it like you're practicing a musical piece, you're gonna get so much out of it. Here's an A arpeggio. So, just at the end there, I added a 9 to my A arpeggio. But you saw it's kind of sounded musical, right? And it's because the person puts the intention inside of the notes. It's not math. It is math, but it's a human experience music, right? You know, I've been starting this thing online now that for people who are enrolled in my Galactic Moding Guitar course, which you can, by the way, check out, and the link is in the description of this video. So I started this beta version where I start offering monthly live Q&A sessions on Zoom, as well as monthly assignments that all have to do with how to start implementing whatever you learn through the Galactic Moding Guitar series, or through anything like arpeggios and scales, and start getting actual creativity out of them. I think it's a topic that is not as discussed as much as the actual theory, which I dig. Fundamentals is a big part of what I believe as a teacher. So I will say that for now it's a limited thing. But if you want to join, so you can email me. For now I'm just doing it in that way, and soon I'll open it to the public. So we're starting this beta version of the Improvisers Academy, and if you are interested in being a part of that, you can email me. So I'll put the email in the description right over here in this video. And yeah, and you're also invited, first of all, if you're not, to become a Galactic Moding Guitar member. So it's a one-time payment for a lifetime access, and you can check it out also in the link in the description of this video. Now I'm inviting you to also check out this video right over here. I think you're gonna enjoy it a lot. Alright, check it out.